into these public hotspots realizing that they really are not safe. And if you go in with that mindset, then you're setting yourself up to at least try and stay secure. So if you really need to go on the internet at these places, do your best to not send or receive valuable information. You can also set up your computer so that you have to manually instruct it to connect to the hotspot. Don't let your computer connect automatically, so that way it doesn't connect without you knowing. Also, you can do things like turn off file sharing, and of course make sure that you have a good firewall and a good antivirus package in place at all times. When you're going online at a public hotspot, there are definitely places that you want to avoid. You definitely want to avoid going on your banking websites. I would never want to do any of my banking from a public hotspot. Also, I would be a little worried about going on my private email from a public hotspot. If I knew that I need to send and receive email, I might think about setting up a kind of a throwaway account, like a Gmail account or a Yahoo account to use email that way at a hotspot. Make sure that you are working with a legitimate website. A lot of phishing attacks, for example, will send you something over email. And if you click on the link in that email, you could be taken to a spoof website, a fake website, where it looks very real, but you think they're shopping on a real website, but in fact you're just handing over your credit card information. So go the extra step. When you're shopping online, type in the name in the browser so that you have control over where your computer is going. Finally, make sure when you're checking out, when you're actually putting in your credit card information, that you're on a secure website. The title, the address on the website will start out HTTPS, S for secure. And a lot of web browsers will also include a padlock at the bottom. Make sure that you see these things before you send off your credit card information. There are websites out there where you can take that tiny URL and then it'll tell you where it's going. You can also go to tinyurl.com. They have an option called preview. Enable that preview option, and then when you click on a tiny URL, it will tell you where you're going before you go. In terms of cybersecurity awareness, I can only hope that everyone becomes more aware of cybersecurity and how to protect yourself. Because if every computer out there were protected against cyber attacks by doing things like keeping your operating system up to date, having a good firewall in place and up to date, having good antivirus and anti-malware software in place, running and up to date, if everybody did all of that, then I think we would take a big chunk out of cybercrime, because then everyone's protecting themselves and we're also protecting each other, because then the computers would be steeled against some things like being used in distributed denial of service attacks. So we can all help each other by helping ourselves. So and it's all about awareness, because the steps really are not hard to really go a long way in protecting yourself. Cyber criminals are going to figure out new ways to get at us. They are smart and they are very, very motivated, because there is a lot